What's going on, guys? Doing another rebuilding video today, and I'm doing the Washington Wizards. Just a little pre-note, a lot of these clips are sped up because I realized for some reason 2K is really slowing down, so right here is a sped up clip you'll kind of notice. But anyways, I'm actually downloading a new draft class because I thought this one would be a little bit better, but that's besides the point. So first off, I traded Marcin Gortat and Nene for DeAndre Jordan, as I need a younger and more athletic center, and I give away Bradley Beal and Jared Dudley right here to pick up one of my favorite players, CJ McCollum, as he plays on the Trailblazers, as I like him a little bit more and I think he has a higher ceiling. Now I'm trading away a plethora of players you can see right there, mainly around Otto Porter, Markieff Morris, and Ramon Sessions, and in return I get Thaddeus Young. Now I'm trying to get an open spot right here as well. That's why I'm trying to trade away Bogdanovich and Jarrell Eddy, and I ended up picking up Tyler Johnson, who I kind of like as a player, and I think he would be able to fit well. And for some reason, Joe Johnson isn't on the Heat yet, so I pick him up for about $5 million right there. And here's my lineup, as you can see really quickly. You can pause and check, but I believe my lineup consists of John Wall, McCollum, Joe Johnson, Thaddeus Young, and DeAndre Jordan. I'm not expecting too much from this first season, but I expect to do a little bit better. Now, I decided to rebuild this team because as of right now, the Wizards aren't doing very well at all. I believe they're maybe 9th or the 10th seed. However, last year they were, I think, the 6th, and they upset the Toronto Raptors. Well, not really an upset, as you guys kind of know my view on the Raptors. And by the way, I know I get a lot of hate on that, but come on, that's probably one of the only things I got wrong was about the Raptors. They're having a very good season, but as I keep on rambling, they did beat the Raptors last year in the playoffs, and just the way that they fell this year was kind of surprising. I mean, Bradley Beal's never healthy, so that's the main reason why I traded him away. So, going back a little bit on my deals that you might have seen, to get CJ McCollum and giving away Bradley Beal, as I mentioned, it's because of the injury problem. I'm not going to trade away John Wall, as I feel like he's the future of the franchise. For small forward, I end up picking up Joe Johnson in free agency, and I just don't like Otto Porter that much. For power forward, how I got Thaddeus Young, I felt like he'd fit well as a very athletic power forward who can just do all the dirty work. And DeAndre Jordan, I feel, is better than Gortat in terms of working with John Wall, where he's very good at the pick and roll and a much better defender in terms of protecting the rim. And Gortat's still a pretty good defender, but not as good as DeAndre, I feel. And I just want to get rid of Nene, as I feel like he's a lot of salary that's not worth too much money. So anyways, at this point, we're actually doing not too bad. We're 36 and 32. We're 6th in the conference, and we're just bobbing up and down, you can see. And this is also sped up 2 times speed, so you know how slow 2K is running nowadays. But we end up going we actually end up going 41 and 41. So here's all the MVPs and awards. Curry won MVP, Joakim Noah 6th Man of the Year. We actually got someone with an award, DeAndre Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year. And here's everything right here. Not spending too much time on anything, just trying to zip past. If you want to check it out, you can pause the video. I'll go through all their stats, see who was all-stars and whatnot. Checking out John Wall's stats. They're not that great compared to where I thought they'd be. DeAndre, same thing. But here's the all-rookie teams I try to show, and I believe we actually got someone on there. Actually, I don't think we did. Anyways, we're up against the Heat in the first round. We're the 5th seed or the 4th seed, I believe. So we actually end up upsetting the Heat, and we go and play the Cavaliers in the second round. And so right here, you'll see it. And we actually upset the Cavs, and oh no, never mind. My bad, wrong season. Anyways, so we end up losing, but the Golden State Warriors win it, and you can see Curry. There was a big dilemma where they were thinking, oh, video game Curry isn't as good as real life Curry. And if you saw those stats right there, I zipped through it. You would notice, wow, they actually do have, he does have numbers similar to real life, where he's just putting up numbers that no one ever really should get, with like 33 points and a bunch of shooting. So I simulated the draft because we didn't have a great pick, and we ended up picking up Jacob Potel, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, the big man from Utah. And I feel like he's a very good young player. And I feel he's a pretty good backup big, so I was kind of happy with that pick, even though I simulated it. So as you saw, I picked up the option on CJ McCollum, and I have a bunch of free agents, and I really don't care about any of these guys. I like some of them like J.J. Hickson and Drew Gooden, but for the most part, I'm not going to worry about it. So right here, I'm trying to sign Bradley Beal back, even though I traded him away last year. Thinking about signing Jared Jack, but I'm like, nah. Same thing with Ramon Sessions, but I actually offer a contract to Ish Smith, and I also offer one to Otto Porter to kind of bring some of the team back. And I ended up picking up Ish Smith and Otto Porter right there, and I'm thinking I need more shooting guard or small forward depth as well. So as you see right here, I'm trying to sign Lance Stevenson and Alan Cribe, as well as Gerald Green, all three of them. But I end up only getting Lance Stevenson and Gerald Green, but I feel like they'll be alright guys to put on my team. Now I'm sending John Wall to perimeter shooting, as he's not that great at that, and I'm trying to send DeAndre Jordan to rebounding because he's already a rebounding beast, but why not try to max out those stats at 99s? So anyways guys, we're simulated to the next season, season number 2, and I didn't have enough players as you saw right there, so simulated some free agents on my team. Now here's a trade right away. I had a bunch of first round picks and I really didn't want to use them because I don't have any real draft classes after this. So I traded Thaddeus Young and some draft picks for Chandler Parsons. And now that I pretty much gave away Otto Porter's spot, I trade him and the Dallas pick I picked up in that trade to pick up the Lakers first round pick of this season, as well as Julius Randle. I know I'm scrolling around, but that's who I ended up picking up. So I now have a little bit better small forward and power forward situation, I feel like, at least for the future. So now I'm looking for a better player, and I find Danilo Gallinari for that pick I picked up in the Lakers trade, as well as Chandler Parsons. I feel like Gallo is a better player. I like him a lot more than Chandler Parsons, as I feel like he's a better shooter, even though his stats don't always reflect that. But I mean, they're very similar. They're both about 6'10", 220 or so, and they're both pretty good ball handlers and shooters and playmakers. So I felt like that'd fit really well next to C.J. McCollum, John Wall, and the rest of my team. And for power forward, I believe I kept Julius Randle, and I feel like he's a guy who'd fit kind of well next to DeAndre Jordan in terms of rebounding. He's not a great defender, but he can rebound a whole lot, and even though he has no floor spacing, this game really doesn't count too much for floor spacing. So I mean, Thaddeus Young would be better in terms of floor spacing needs, as he does have an alright mid-range shot and can occasionally hit a 3, and he's more of a slashing type. However, this doesn't really matter. So anyways, we're simulating this second season, and we're not doing too well. I thought we'd do a lot better. I don't know what's about this Wizards team, but they are continuously underperforming, at least in my opinion. I mean, with a team consisting of John Wall, McCollum, Gallo, and DeAndre Jordan as your big four, you would think that they'd be a lot better. I feel like that's kind of similar. I feel like it's the Clippers light edition, as they don't have Blake Griffin, but there's other things that we made up for, but we don't do too well, which I was kind of surprised by. So anyways, at the end of the second season, we finished 40-42. Lillard, my guy, ends up winning MVP, and Plum Dog Millionaire ends up winning 6th Man of the Year, and Terry Stotts for Coach of the Year. And yeah, Damian Lillard is probably my favorite guy in the NBA right now, so he's on my favorite team, and he's an absolute animal. He dropped 51 points the other night. So I have to give him props for that. Plus, I have his jersey. I mean, it's not legit, but I bought it from China. Anyways, as I always ramble, we're simulating the first round right here, and we're going against the Sixers, and the Sixers actually beat us. And to make it to the finals, it's the Hornets versus the Warriors, which is pretty funny, as the Hornets I feel like that was Steph Curry's favorite team growing up. So anyways, besides that, as you saw, Klay Thompson actually won Finals MVP, which is kind of surprising. So I offer C.J. McCollum a qualifying offer, but he won't take it as of right now. So I get Maurice Harkless, and then the Celtics try to sign C.J., but I end up picking him back up by matching their offer. Now I'm sending him to a 3-point shooting camp, or outside shooting camp, and I'm putting DeAndre Jordan to big man shooting, as his rebounding is almost impeccable at this point, so why not try to improve his offense, which is his weak spot. Now moving on to the third season, which is always my last season. I do not play a fourth season. If it takes me more than 3 seasons, I just stop the game and I start fresh. I wasn't with this team. I was rebuilding, I think, the Kings just for fun. I was trying to record it, but the thing is, it took me 3 seasons, and they didn't even make the playoffs. I didn't even know how that was possible, especially like by that time DeMarcus Cousins was like a 93, and the team was better than it is now, and they still couldn't make the playoffs. So that's why I stopped. My bad. I don't know what's going on right now, but that's the reason why I didn't post that video or even attempt to upload it. So anyways, we're simulating this season. I feel like we have a pretty good chance of doing well. We're currently 27-20, which is pretty good for 5th in the Eastern Conference, and we're leading our division, but that doesn't matter anymore after they got rid of that rule where even if you win your division, you are not guaranteed a top 4 spot, which I think is a good idea because some years, some divisions are very weak. Which is really funny because every time that these things come out where they make a rule change about records or they want to, the next year it seems like it doesn't matter. As was it like 2 years ago, everyone's complaining that there shouldn't be conferences, that the East is so much worse than the West. But then this year they're about the same, if not the East is better. So anyways, we make it to the end of the season, and here is all the award winners. I don't care about it too much this year because the guys who are in here in terms of rookies are not real people, while last year they weren't technically real, but they were based off of real players. And D'Angelo Russell made the All-NBA first team, and I was kind of surprised by that, so I checked out his stats. Anyways, we are currently the 4th seed going up against the Pacers in the first round of the playoffs. And as you can see up there, the 76ers are actually the 1 seed, so you gotta trust the process. So I simulate with SimCast, and this is actually, as you can see down low, the fastest you can put it, second to the fastest, and double speed. And that's how slow this game runs at times. So anyways, we're simulating up against the Hornets, who upset the 76ers, and we're simulating with SimCast once again, as I absolutely love this feature, as you can jump in whenever you want to fix the game. And say like you're down 3 with a minute left and you can beat a team, you can just jump right in and solve that issue. So now we're going up against the Bulls in the conference finals, and we end up sweeping them, and we're going up against the Golden State Warriors, a very, very, very tough team. They're 59-23, and for a 2K record, that is amazing, because I've never really seen a record that is actually like a record-breaking number, such as what the Warriors might achieve this year, as they might have the new record of 73 or more wins. You usually see 60 is kind of around the cap. But anyways, we're hopping into the game, and I was actually kind of nervous about this because I thought I had possession, but they ended up having it with about 20 seconds left, and they do have Steph and Clay on their team. I'd show you later on who their full team is. I don't remember exactly who they kept. I think they still have DeAndre and Harrison Barnes. So I was really nervous, especially right there. Curry looks like he had a good shot. In real life, he probably would have made that. I outlet it to John Wall, who gives it to Lance Stevenson just to throw it up. And we ended up winning our first game and this is game 4 on our own home court. So maybe this will give us a little bit of momentum. Everyone's celebrating. Everyone's happy. We win by 1. All right, now we're simulating the next game, and I hope to win this one. And right here, you see me just speeding this up, double speed and everything, and we actually destroy the Warriors right there, about 30-point win. I'm simulating this next game, and we actually have a comfortable lead, about 10 points throughout most of the game. Nothing too big, but just what you want to have. And now this is game 7. I've done this before where I came back from a 4-0 deficit, so can I do it again? And you'll watch right here as I'm getting very nervous, but we're starting to pull away, and we are pulling away by 6 at this point. So I get the ball in bounds, and John Wall gets fouled right away. And if you look at those shooting stats, that's pretty nice. A+ inside, A 3-pointer, B+ mid-range, and that A+ playmaking. So John Wall becomes an absolute animal within only 3 years. And right here, I don't know what I was doing. I accidentally subbed in Gallinari for DeAndre Jordan or something like that. It was really weird. I thought that I pressing R3 was closing it, but it's really circle. I'm used to playing Madden a lot. That's why I don't post it, but I do play Madden quite a bit. And right here, Steph Curry hits a 3. They're only down 5 with about 6 seconds left, so I need to just throw it up there. And I get lucky right there that somehow it's my ball where, oh wait, never mind, it's their ball. Wow, I just saw the W and I assumed it was mine. But anyways, I was kind of lucky that I didn't get fouled, because I felt like at this point I was kind of just giving up and would just brick them. And right here, I don't get what was happening. This is actually J.R. Smith, and he's not even attempting to shoot. He just passes it the last second. They give it up, and we end up winning the NBA Finals off of a 4-0 deficit in our 3rd year with the Washington Wizards with this spectacular team. And right there, you see John Wall hoisting up the trophy, meaning he won Finals MVP. I say this every video because, hey, not everyone knows this, but it's true. And you see him holding the little MVP trophy right there in his right hand. Everyone's happy. Bill Russell's clapping for him. Zoom in on the logo. Oh, sorry about this little jump cut, but I'm going to show you the teams that I was using and what the other team was using. But anyways, guys, if you watch this far, please give me a like, comment down below what you think about this rebuilding right here or my rebuilding series. Subscribe for more 2K content and share with your friends if you want to. So here's the teams for the most part. The Warriors only got rid of Andrew Bogut, it looks like, and they picked up JaVale McGee, J.R. Smith, and Dwight Howard. And then my team you can see right here. I'm not going to go through every player, but because you've seen most of them for the most part, there's no one really surprising on my team in terms of big guys I got, because after I'll show you all the trades and all the signings and all that good stuff. So anyways, guys, as I said, thank you guys for watching. It really means it if you watch all these videos, and yeah, thank you once again, and of course, have a good day.